Hi friends, I am starting an experiment to grow fairy tale eggplants in Aerogarden harvest. I have grown fairy tale eggplants in the past using my own seeds in the same Aerogarden harvest and that turned out excellent. This time I am using pre-seeded pods from Aerogarden. I have two pods but I am planning to grow only one plant. It is very simple and straightforward starting this garden. I am simply placing the pod into this garden. As always, I will add water but I will not add nutrition right away. I will start adding nutrition once I see the seedlings. This garden is all set and good to go. It's been 11 days. Germination is pretty good. I see one nice seedling and one more seed just sprouted. Day 15. Now I see two seedlings and they are coming very nice. I will wait a few more days and thin out the seedlings. As I said earlier, I am planning to grow only one plant in this Aerogarden harvest. Day 25. I just separated the seedlings and transplanting one of the seedlings into my lead pot max. Day 37. The seedling is now the plant. It is growing nice and developing huge leaves. It is also developing lots of side branches. Good that the plant is staying short and at the same time it is growing wide. This is exactly what we want. Day 39. It is continuing its nice and healthy growth. I don't see any signs of flower buds yet. Day 50. The plant is coming excellent and it started producing flower buds. This is very exciting. The plant is about 9 inches tall and it is getting close to the lights. So it is time to control the height of this plant. I am going to cut the tops on all the tall branches. That should stop the branches growing tall and the plant will focus more on the side growth. I already see a lot of side branches and that is already a good news. I still want this plant to focus more and more on the side growth. I also see the leaves are getting gigantic and they are blocking the light going on to the young growth. So I will also remove some of these gigantic leaves. Alright, the plant is looking so light and it still has enough leaves to continue its growth. Now I see even more flower buds. Here is one more fun experiment. As I am trimming the plants, I accidentally broke a branch. Now I will place it in a glass of water and see if I can propagate this broken branch into another plant. I just took some plain water into a cup. Now I am placing the cutting. I am not adding any nutrition. Day 57. I see the first flower today. It's time to start pollinating. I am gently touching the flower with an electric toothbrush to shake the flower so that it will release the pollen. These are self-pollinating flowers. We don't need to transfer the pollen from flower to flower. Just tapping the flower is well enough. Day 65. I see the first eggplant today. What an exciting time. Looks like one more eggplant is coming up here. I see the petals dried up, but the stem is still intact. So the baby is on the way. I see some flowers are falling off, but I am not concerned at all. Just 1 out of 5 flowers are falling off. I can't expect every single flower to produce an eggplant. Day 67. Eggplant is showing good progress. It is not baby anymore. It looks beautiful with a vibrant purple color and white stripes. I see a lot more flowers and I already did my best to help them with pollination. Here is the update on my propagation experiment. It's been 17 days and I am finally seeing the roots on this broken stem. This is amazing. I never thought that I can clone the eggplant. I learned something new. Now I need to find another Aerogarden to transplant this cutting. Wow, gardening keep on teaching me something new all the time. Day 74. The plant is still at full bloom even though it has already overloaded with flowers. Now I see a bunch of eggplants and they are developing very well. Day 78. Eggplants are showing nice progress day by day. Look at all these eggplants. They are in clusters. I think I will get a nice crop. Now the plant is losing lots of flowers. I am doing my best pollinating all these flowers, but they are not surviving. Look at this flower branch. None of the flowers survived on this branch. Anyways, that's okay. This plant already has a bunch of eggplants growing. Maybe the plant is going through some stress at this point. I saw similar pattern in my previous experiment as well. It's kind of a cycle. Flowers, eggplants, a little break and repeat. Now that the plant is heavy and it is overloaded with eggplants, I will bump up the nutrition a little bit. I will not change the regular feeding cycle. I will continue to add 8 ml at every feeding cycle, which is every 14 days. Additionally, I will add 3 ml of nutrition in between the regular feeding cycles. Day 87. Eggplants are lined up very well and they are growing nice. Look at these twin eggplants. Wow, what a beauty. I feel like I am getting twin babies. Day 99. Eggplants are growing excellent. I see a few eggplants are still babies. However, most of the eggplants are fully matured. They are losing their bright purple color as well as their glossy looks. So it's time to harvest all these eggplants. I don't see any new flowers at the moment and the leaves also doesn't look healthy. This garden desperately needs a water change. So I will soon harvest all these eggplants, dump the water, clean the bowl and start over with fresh water and nutrition. Look at these twin eggplants. They are looking even more beautiful now. Day 102. It's time to harvest all these eggplants including the ones that are still small. This plant needs an immediate water change. Wow, look at these twins. Here is the first harvest. Wow, I got a nice harvest. Day 115, I see 2 more eggplants showing up and the plant is getting into second crop. I see lots of flower buds on multiple branches. This is really nice. So the cycle is repeating and it is going to be routine from this point. Overall, this has been a very productive experiment. It is very simple and straightforward to grow these eggplants. I used just the Aerogarden nutrients throughout this grow cycle, nothing else. I just bumped up the nutrition a little bit and that is all. This variety is fast and productive. One thing I noticed when I compared with my previous experiment is I have grown 2 plants in my previous experiment but only 1 plant in this experiment. When I compare the yield, it is pretty similar. Just 1 plant from this experiment has produced almost same amount of eggplants that 2 plants produced. So I think limiting to just 1 plant is better in harvest model. But if you really want to stretch it, you can go with 2 plants and get little more yield. Alright, that is all for now. Thanks for watching and happy aero gardening.